former heads of and also, okay, ready? Good? All right. So for this panel, can I get Troy to come on stage? Troy is the founder of Juice, a best-selling author and a former head of acquisition at BuzzFeed. All right, a round of applause for Troy. Next, we have Adrian. Adrian is the founder of Solgar, sustainable travel gear using Ocean
Plastic.
There you go. All right. And this panel's going to get even better. They're going to start off with 2 and end with 3.
All right. We have John coming shortly, but we called Adrian. Cool. So first, thank you for joining us. So the cool thing about John and Adrian is they're both Times Invention of the Year for 2018. Adrian wrote the suitcase. You can explain a little more about it. If you haven't seen it, you've probably seen it online. It's really cool. It's like the luggage that you can actually make. It's like a closet looking at a suitcase. Adrian probably explain it better than I could. But if you want to tell a little about yourself and the product.
Yeah, so I'm Adrian Solgaard. We make sustainable travel gear. So we make backpacks and suitcases. We use ocean plastic to make the fabric of the products. We originally launched on Kickstarter almost 4 years ago. The first product was a solar powered backpack. Previous to that, I ran a bike walk company that I also launched on Kickstarter. We ran it for 3 years. And we sold patents to a guy in Belgium. And before that, I ran a creative agency making commercials and music videos. That's back when I was living in Canada.
So, what was going on in your life when you actually created this solar powered on Kickstarter?
So I was in the process of selling the patents for the bike wall, and that patent sale didn't go very well. I had an angel investor who came on for the next stages. I didn't see eye to eye on where we wanted to go, and I basically got pretty screwed out of the exit there.
Can you guys speak in the mic, please?
Yep. So I got pretty screwed out of the exit in that first business, and I was thinking, okay, well I know how to make bike locks. I'd been on a date with this girl in Barcelona and her backpack out swinging between our chairs, and I thought, well, I know how to make locks. I wanted to make a travel bag for a while because I've been thinking about this problem when I'm traveling. I'd been living in a couple different countries in Europe at that point. And it was like, okay, let's put all these things together and launch it from the start. Instead of being like one single component of the product, like that's what we were doing with the bike lock, I wanted to launch a little brand where we were doing the full product. I literally had $600 left in my bank account after that acquisition thing happened. I was pretty screwed. Right, let me stay on the couch. And I took $200 to make prototypes. Made the video myself, really scrappy, had my friend do the design work for free and said we'll pay you after the Kickstarter campaign runs. Launched it 6 weeks later. Launched it at 6 a.m. to buy a coffee at noon. My card got declined. I was out of money. The campaign already raised 20 grand. Went on to raise 600K and the rest of the history.
Wow. Very impressive. So what was about the product that made you kind of go all in on it, really full of conviction, believe that this is going to be the next big thing that I should really roll it?
So I think I made a product for the audience. So working at Kickstarter, they like a very gadgety platform. So I made sure to add in all the kind of features that we wanted, or that they would want. And I think that there can be certain ways where you can make the right product for the right audience. So I decided just to go all in. I had a previous campaign raise like 50K a few years back, and I just thought, if I just put all these features into one, I looked at some of the other trending things, like there was another suitcase at the time, there was some other items, but no backpacks had ever done more than like 50 or 60 grand. And so I just decided, okay, this thing could work, this is gonna change my life, the way that I travel. I was like, okay, if this makes 100 grand, then I'm out of the shit that I'm in from this last business, and I'll probably be okay. And it just ended up really sparking a fire. And I think that it was, we played on, we looked at some data actually, we took some data points where the amount of people working from home has increased 500% since the mid-90s, and that's thanks to laptops. And 4 or 5 years ago, backpacks weren't really good for laptops. Everyone was buying these different sleeves, and they'd stick their laptop in and put it in a regular backpack. And so I thought, taking all these things that people were buying as add-ons and just combining it in one, making like the Swiss Army knife.
Perfect sense. It clearly worked out. So why Kickstarter? Why not Indiegogo? Why not look at traditional funding? Why not, bootstrap is obviously hard, but why Kickstarter?
So when you go to Kickstarter, you don't have the middleman. When you go with an investment group, you have to convince investors that, hey, this business is a good idea, and then you're relying on 1 or 2 people, whereas crowdfunding, you can put it out to hundreds of thousands of people, and then you'll really get a good answer from the market on if it's right or if you need to start again. And then you also, with Kickstarter, you can pre-launch the product before it's done, and you actually get insight from people if it's, if if what kind of changes you need to make, because the product you launch on Kickstarter is going to change in what you finally output. So I thought that was a good way to kind of beta test it. Also, I had no money, so I had to go fast. You're not going to get 600K of investment from investors with no product, no roadmap, no ideas in that fast of a time. So.
For sure. So any reason Kickstarter over Indiegogo?
So Kickstarter is just a little bit more well known. It's a little bit more legit. And I think that might be shifting soon. Indiegogo offers a lot more support now for creators, for adventures, for products that are coming out, whereas Kickstarter is trying to be a little bit more focused on music and arts and that kind of thing. Depends on what you want to watch.
That makes sense. So after you got this money from Kickstarter and you had this idea, how do you go about money sourcing? Because I mean, a lot of people in this room probably done dropshipping, they've gone Alibaba, they've gone AliExpress. When you actually make your own invention, that's a whole different animal.
Yeah. How many of you have been to like China to the factory for anything? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And how many of you bought stuff from overseas to sell? Okay, cool. So when you're doing like dropship stuff, you can buy a product that's already existing. You can see what it's like. But for us, it was I actually sourced a few bags from Alibaba and then checked the quality, and then I set up factory meetings with about 5 or 6 factories, flew over to China, went to 7 factories, went to the factory floor, how are workers being treated, what kind of audits have you had done, and like there's certain companies like Walmart which are under huge restrictions of the audits they need to do to make sure the safety of workers and treatment and all that kind of stuff. And there's some other European brands, and you can just look for which ones are certified suppliers of those and use that as kind of a gateway. So yeah, it was physically going out being on the ground, visiting several, and then getting samples made from a couple, and then comparing pricing like that.
But do you have to do any kind of tooling or anything? Because I also know you had like a battery. And batteries, for everyone doesn't know, there's a lot of regulation and laws around shipping batteries.
There wasn't when we launched the campaign.
So I got lucky.
The Samsung Galaxy Note 7 happened like 3 months before we started shipping the first product.
That's
Which
just
had
great.
solar power back. Yeah, and it was like, oh fuck. And I think that's the thing with any sort of Kickstarter campaign, you don't know what problems you're going to run into, so you need to make it a fudge factor of X.
So did you do any tooling, or is it just all?
Yeah, we did tooling. Yeah, so we had one tooling for that.
Can you explain to everyone what tooling
Oh,
is?
so tooling. So have you ever made chocolates? Like when you pour melted chocolate into a little melting thing, that's a tool. It's a mold that you can, pour plastic into. That's the very simple.
Would explain that.
And so like, we had to do tooling for the zippers, for the solar panel unit. We had like a very complex process because we had a solar power supplier, a battery supplier, because we were scared of batteries blowing up, a Bluetooth speaker supplier, a backpack supplier, a lock supplier, and then had to coordinate all this.
A lot of moving parts and a lot of complexities into one product.
Yeah, but the upside of that is that we haven't had any direct knockoffs that have come, but people did come. I don't know if any of you were doing dropshipping. We probably sold that backpack, that bobby bag. That came a few months after we were on Kickstarter, went viral and like everywhere. They went with like the cheap version of a cut-proof bag and like took off, whereas we went on the higher end side with the battery and everything that.
Kind
The
of
complexity helps to avoid
have to float
complex.
around that we're trying to any competition.
Yeah.
So what was it big, is there any big hurdles that you approached, besides battery, or is battery, about when you actually made the product for production side?
Not too much. The actual manufacturing side was pretty straightforward. It just, it took time. It was a bit of a headache, but it worked out. The sort of the unknowns are always the shipping costs. So depending on the size of packages when you go international. So Kickstarter, you open yourself up to an international audience, and that's something that really hurt us. I know that John, they sell a really big item, and they've intentionally restricted it to US only, and that's one really big way you can do it. The international thing, you just sometimes you bang your head against the wall and you're like, oh shoot, it's $200 to ship this to that country, and they paid $150. Wow.
Yeah, it's international, especially with John has some large projects. So one called one called a moon pod, which is a giant beanbag for someone to take into consideration when you're launching products. Besides the products, but shipping, if there's any regulation in other countries, it's just something to keep in mind when you launch international. Obviously, going international is always great because it expands your audience of potential customers, but at the same time, just be aware of any kind of issues that you may face in the future.
One other unknown, but maybe something you know about is Chinese New Year. So a lot of the factories are coming out. It's in the last 4 years, it's even changed. It's gone from what was 2 weeks to now it's like 3.5 weeks. And now basically the entire month of February, most of our factories are like fully shut down. So that means everyone's rushing right now to get everything done last minute, and then right after they're backlogged again. So it's like a 3-month disruption in supply chain. So at our last campaign we ran from December to January of 2019, we hit that, where February everything slowed down, so our initial projections didn't take into account that hangover effect that it would have, and so all the other people were in front of us at the factory, and so we were delayed like 2 months on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of things, like, no one really tells you going about Chinese New Year that it is like a whole month, and it just completely stops production.
And not only that, so in China, the middle class is really rising quickly, and the factory workers are making pretty good wages. In the area that we're working, they're making like $6 or $7 an hour. And so when they go back to their hometown during Chinese New Year, their friends will say, "Hey, you can come work at my factory and make $6.75 or $7." And so 30% of the workforce is lost in that factory workers. Just because their friends back home say, "Hey, come work with me, we'll hang out, it'll be great." And this happens every year for the last several years.
I didn't know that.
So that's the other reason for the hangover right now. Chinese New Year factories.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So with your pilot products that become so popular and so viral and everyone sees it, obviously copycats come out. As you were saying earlier, like the backpack, it's great. Like you have the battery components that kind of makes a barrier to entry for people that want to kind of knock you off.
Yeah.
Is there any other advice you give for people that are launching, like with Amazon third parties, like or any sellers launching an Amazon, AliExpress, anywhere that you can get?
Amazon's easier to if you have protectionable items like any sort of trademarks or IP around stuff and patents, you can go after Amazon pretty easily. But yeah, the copycats are going to happen. If you have a viral product, they're going to happen. And so it's on the side of accept it and try to fight it as best you can. But also, if there's copycats, you can come into this free market yourself and be like, "Oh, the original this." I have a friend who made for simplicity, it's called the air share. You know what I mean? It's like the airbag.
Yeah, is that a Shark Tank?
No, he wasn't on Shark Tank.
Oh.
He's a Dutch guy. He was a garbage man. So he got this idea from like using garbage bags and filling them up. He'd been running the business for 2 years. Then in 2017, it went crazy viral. His business went from like doing a couple $1,000s a month to like 500 grand a week. His PayPal account got flagged for fraud. Like everything went down. All these copycats got on too much money. And his went so viral so quickly. He had to sell all of his patents and all of his rights to Fat Boy. And then Fat Boy went after all the copycats, and now it's like the market's cleaned up with it.
Wow. Interesting problem to have.
Yeah. Those are like champagne problems. Like his business was still going. So.
Oh, of course. So you're still consistently making new projects. You're launching new ones on Kickstarter. You have new inventions. Do you have like a process for developing these new ideas, like brainstorming, like a group, like trust easy go around the bounce ideas off of? Like, what's your process?
Yeah, there's a few people that like to bounce ideas off of, and also I think the most important thing is to spread your net wide at first and sort of throw it to this friend and that friend. I have one friend who's got the worst design sense, and if I show him something and he says, "I like it, I like the features, but it's ugly," I know I'm on the right track. So you kind of need to take this into account with like what waters you're navigating and where things are going. And then I think depending on what the size and scale of your business is, you can do SurveyMonkey and things like that to get people's advice. But at first, you're going to need to rely on a network of like friends that you have, and don't just ask all your friends who work in finance from New York. Like spread it out as wide as you can to try to get the biggest variance.
Makes a lot of sense. So you have all the successes and everything you've done super well. Let's talk about any failures you've had and what you learned from them.
Well, the shipping has always been the hardest part. And then there's
Backpack or the suitcase or everything?
every single time there's been at least a $50,000 surprise. And on this last one, we were fulfilling 2 campaigns at the same time back in August. And this was during the whole Trump tax, everything. So we ran these campaigns before this extra tariff came into place, and there's certain things that are just these unknowns. So we found ways to ship them in internationally, because then they're coming in under the radar, and then just the way that those shipping costs came in ended up being $100,000.
It was like the under $800.
Yeah, exactly.
There's interesting ways to ship into the country that so like just like when you go through customs at the airport, I think it's like $800 limit you can declare. Same goes. That's actually your daily limit. So you can actually ship to like Mexico and bring it to the country or Canada, any border country. And you can actually bring it that way, not pay the tariffs on your product that's under $800.
For direct-to-consumer shipments, yes, but not for wholesale shipments when it goes in.
Oh, yeah, you have to like have the exact address, exactly who you're sending it to. But yeah, it's definitely a nice little loophole.
But so I would say like changing things at the last minute at mission critical moments has always come up to be challenges. It's better, sometimes it's better to just like ride out the storm and like take one on the face, take one on the chin, and then like keep going rather than to try to change everything to avoid it, because sometimes trying to turn the ship around ends up just being harder.
Of course, yeah. So, if you were to start all over again tomorrow, how would you launch your company? Would you do anything different? Would you stick to the same path?
Interesting question. The path for the time where I was at, I would do the same thing. Yeah, because I didn't go the venture capital route because I wanted to maintain control of the company. I didn't want there to be, these. In the first 2-3 years of business, you think you're going this way, you are going this way, but you might be going, at 94 degrees or 91 degrees, and that doesn't matter the first 6 months. But after 2 or 3 years, then you'll really see that big difference from where you're at. So if you bring on like co-founders or someone that you're not totally sure about, that can help. You're navigating through the fog, so sometimes it's better to not take on too many outside parties and have it just be internal as you go.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So, have you seen the landscape, like launching Kickstarter, the launching products change at all? Like, has competition or?
Kickstarter's changed to be a lot more additive. You're not going to have a huge campaign on Kickstarter without a pretty big ad budget behind it. It used to be a lot more organic and viral, but now just with the volume of campaigns that are on there, it's different. But it's still a great way to launch a product when you have minimum. So like there's a product that I want to launch next year that it'll be about 150 grand in development costs before we can even start production, and that's going to take 9 to 10 months. So I'm trying to work out with the factory that can pay a small deposit now and then run the campaign on Kickstarter, because then you can kind of like I said, it's a great way to figure out and beta test what you can tweak to launch your product with version 1.5 instead of version 1. So I think that's a really good hack.
If you, because I know you had a lot of attention after your launch. Obviously, you raised a good amount of money on Kickstarter, which definitely helps get the attention. But you also had a lot of press and people around talking about the product. Could you source that press? Is just because you're on Kickstarter, the press comes to you?
Press for any kind of like organic product launch, is super important because it gives you that credibility right off the bat. There's a lot of people that do want to cover that stuff. Getting press on Kickstarter is a little bit harder, but when you have a real product that you're really shipping, I don't know, I guess, hold on, maybe we're spending too much time on Kickstarter. Who wants to launch something with Kickstarter, or who wants to launch like a traditional business? So Kickstarter, hands up. A couple of like traditional launches, having a product. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, so launch your product, right?
Yeah.
It's not Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You had a lot of press. Do you think that was the fuel that really took your brand off, put on the map?
Yeah, press is definitely like one of those. We have a full-time in-house press person now. We used to just try working with agencies, or I would like email myself, say, hi, my name is Sarah. This company just launched this product. You should check it out. Yeah, Sarah's our code word for me. And that works. So yeah, it's really important because it gives that stamp credibility.
So like the other forms of credibility you have, obviously be reviews, could be it's press, or like a lot of times it's going to prior press for influencers or something.
Yeah.
So do you ever go the influencer route much, or is it really just focused on press?
We've done the influencer route, trying to work with like micro influencers, like 50 to 150K followers, and it's just changed. The landscape's changed so much of that because there's certain ones that are doing the one post and done is not working. That worked maybe 4 years ago, but now I think it's about getting ambassadors that really like hold your brand values in place, and they work with you for a long period of time, and there's kind of consistency of their audience in the product. Just a one and done doesn't work.
Yeah. People just think that kind of you throw out influencer, you get a ton of sales. I always see influencers more so as like a brand awareness kind of play, and like give you content that actually repurpose and advertising on your website.
I think influencers wise TikTok right now, there's a really good arbitrage there where there's no valuation compared to Instagram, so they're a lot cheaper to work with than Instagram, like by a mile.
Of course. Have you done much with TikTok? How many clips have you
We've got 5 TikTokers of like between 2 and 5 million that are all having stuff coming out this week and next week. And like roll it forward. We've done 12-month contracts with them where it's like, I just decided let's go all in and see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, TikTok's definitely still, everyone knows about it, everyone's still talking about it now, but it's still way undervalued follower-wise. The cost per follower per posting, like the cost per parent to Instagram is significantly cheaper still. So it's still a great opportunity that if you're launching a project and once something launches a push, TikTok's definitely a thing to look at. So when you're launching your newer products, do you feed back into your users, like get feedback from them, or like how do you like leverage your existing data to launch your next product?
So it depends on how big the innovation is. If it's a huge step innovation that's got patentable stuff, we can't really publicly release anything, so that's going to be much smaller groups. But yeah, we get as much information as we can to go out. I'd love to try launching a product next where it's like fully crowdsourced, just the idea, like, hey, get a long list of hundreds of problems that people have, then like find the data points between those problems and then make a product that goes. I think when you ask the question of what would you do differently, I think that's the one thing that would be an interesting way to start a business. Is you gotta find a huge audience of people that are passionate about one thing, see what they see as common problems, and then make a product for them. And that way people feel engaged, and building community around product launches is one of the most important things.
Yeah, I mean, building like that community around like your audience, people already found your products, they're buying multiple, buying one, probably buy the other. Giving them that buy-in of they feel like I was part of this, can definitely go a long way.
Sure.
So you mentioned the patent side. How important do you think patents are for your products? Because I know like a lot of people are launching products, most people avoid the patent route. It's expensive. It's like it's also with patent lawyers and with approval. How important would you say that actually is for launching a product?
95% of people should probably just avoid trying patents because the problem is, and I had one instance where someone did directly copy our patent, and I talked to my lawyer about it, and okay, they're copying and they're selling it mostly in a few other countries, so for you to go after them is going to cost 60 grand. Just to go after them, and they're selling one product, and that's going to do what for the business. So it's kind of a long-term play to have patents, where in the short run, it doesn't give you the right to just stop somebody from doing anything, because people are going to do illegal things, and it just happens. You can't stop them from that. It gives you the right to pursue them and to go take them to court. So it's an expensive route to get started. It will cost you anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000 to get the patent, and then it will cost you anywhere between $50 to $100 to defend it. So depending
Most people forget about that part. Like most people like I talk to, they watch Shark Tank and they'll see like they always say in Shark Tank, this patent will like did you patent this, and they don't take into consideration that yes you can patent something, but if you don't defend the patent, it's not. What does that do for you? Just that you get that paper, that's great, but what are you gonna do with it? It's very expensive to actually defend it. You have to defend it.
Not yet. We're doing some light defense on one now, and that's where the Amazon thing comes into play, where we're reaching out to Amazon to say, hey, this product copies our patent on this locking system, and then it'll flag that seller, and it'll kind of make some impacts there.
How did you launch on Amazon right away, or is that later term?
Later, we launched on Amazon maybe 8 months after we actually had a product and had some consistency of sales. I guess, how many of you are Amazon sellers? Okay. So when you launch something on Amazon, if you get a high return rate, and that's 5 to 10 or 15%, you're going to get pulled off. And so to make sure that you're selling the right product first, you have your warranty stuff under control, make sure that you've got that. Because your post-production match is a bit of a crapshoot. Like, oh, this zipper was on that bottom corner of the bag, and it keeps breaking off for every other customer after 3 months of use. You need to know these things.
Were you doing fulfillment on Amazon, or are you fulfilling yourself, or how
We've done both. Fulfillment by Amazon has been the preferred route for us internally, and then this year we actually brought up a partner to handle our Amazon sales, where they buy inventory from us, FOB China. We ship it to them, they handle sales, fulfillment, and marketing of it.
How do you figure out your fulfillment side? Because I mean, everyone like we're talking earlier about the production side, but there's a lot of steps you will forget, like that actually comes to launching a product. Like you have your idea, you create the concept, you raise the money on Kickstarter, you went to China, you found the production, now you actually have the product, and you have to ship it out. Yeah. How do you figure out the actual fulfillment side of it?
So it depends on the size and scale of your business. For us, our first batch, we were shipping out 9,000 units to people in 60 different countries, so we needed to have a pretty robust system in place. If you're doing 500 units or after that, you're probably better off doing it in your mom's garage. But yeah, there's a ton of fulfillment centers called 3PLs, they're private logistics companies. They're based, a lot of them are in California, that's one of the better points of entry. So we work with one based in Los Angeles. Easy Post is a good one, they've got really cheap shipping rates. And we ship all the products into them, they sticker them, ship them out, and then it's pretty automated. You can connect it to your Shopify or to your Amazon and ship it out from there.
Great.
Initially, we had 5 fulfillment centers because my dreams were okay. Well, we did 600K Kickstarter, 600K Indiegogo, 1.2 million in the first like 6 or 8 months. It was like, hey, next year we're going to do $75 million. So let's get fulfillment centers all around the world. We had 5 3PLs, one in Hong Kong, one in Canada, one in California, one in Holland, one in Australia. And the like balancing inventory across all these, like, it was a terrible idea.
So you're down to one now.
We're down to one now. That simplifies a lot.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the shipping tends to be a nightmare because like everyone, because of Amazon, expects free shipping on everything. Obviously, like if suitcases and luggage, like large items, shipping costs get expensive. So sometimes a lot of people kind of forget to take into account when they're building out their products and building out their website. So yes, free shipping is great, but keep that in mind that shipping costs are not cheap.
And free shipping and free return sounds really nice.
Yeah, and then
until you start paying for it.
yeah, so can you elaborate like what it's actually a cost to go into returns? Because people say free shipping, free returns, that's great. It's like worry-free, but they don't take into account the actual burden on the.
So for us, it's between $15 and $20 to ship a suitcase to someone in the continent US. Then the return is going to be 25 or 30. So if someone buys our product and returns it, that costs us $50 plus whatever it costs to acquire that customer. So it's like, wow, thanks.
Yeah, it's something that everyone always wants to order and offer and should offer, but just make sure you take that into account with your economics when you run your business. So we have 5 minutes left, and I just want to open the floor if anyone has any questions for Adrian about launching brand, ideas.
I just want to know the name of the backpack.
Solgaard, SOLGAARD. It's the Norwegian word for sunflower. I think you're next.
Yes. Okay. So what were some of the ways that you marketed your product before you ran it on Amazon?
Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and
The
Instagram.
majority of ours, and PR. So we get PR as like our entrance into the funnel. Then people go to our website, then we retarget them through that.
Okay.
So another platform that works too, creative advertising for things before it's Upbrain. That works somewhat, but it's not been as effective for us as Facebook and Instagram.
So Instagram and Facebook were like the most successful.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, our ROAS on Snapchat's insane right now.
Snapchat.
Retargeting on Snapchat's like 8 or 10.
Snapchat's very underutilized right now. It's cheaper CPMs than advertising costs in Facebook and Instagram, but prospection's a little harder, but for targeting, we can get on it.
So how do you decide, what's the thought process behind having multiple products instead of going like all in on one?
Yeah. I mean, I've got ADD and I'm distractible, so there's one answer. The other one is, so backpack is a product that people buy on average. Guys buy once every 3 to 4 years. Women buy like 3 bags a year, statistically. So we're looking at introducing some women's bags to sort of fit that in. But it's, part of it is having multiple products, so if someone comes into the brand and then giving them something else to buy from the brand to continue being loyal to us over time. Because there's certain products that aren't, reused. If I was shoes, I would love to get into shoes. Because like, I'll buy 5 pairs of shoes a year, no problem, no questions asked. Open up some apps, so easy. But yeah, tons of SKUs, tons of them. So yeah, it's an ongoing debate about what the next few years are going to look like. Yeah.
Yeah, so you talked a bit about the migration of attention from Snapchat and Instagram to TikTok and other spaces. Can you talk a little bit more of your experience in terms of the targeting and also the affiliate and sort of like what do you call influencer marketing approaches there?
Yeah, so well, affiliate marketing is doing pretty well for us right now. It attributes to like 10 or 15% of our sales on our site, and that's been a really good way because they go after their own audiences. They kind of do their own thing. I'm not directly involved in how we do it, or guys handle that. So, but yeah, that's been a part. And then influencer marketing, I think it's more about credibility than it is about what the direct sales are that come from it. So far is what we found. But we're looking at doing like limited edition products with certain influencers, and then I think there'll be more of a direct sale.
And how did you feel the difference in audience was between TikTok and the other kind of platforms?
We're still really early days on TikTok stuff. None of the partnerships have actually launched yet. They're all coming in. We've had preview videos this week. We're going to launch next week. So, yeah.
When launching a product, is there still hope for organic reach and word of mouth, or is it the best way to do it is through advertising?
There absolutely is. It depends on how many units you're looking to sell. Word of mouth will help you get your first 100 units out the door, but your first 10,000, you're simply going to need advertising to use that.
Okay.
How much social media do you use now?
What do you mean, for ads or for posting or for organic?
Yeah, posting and so forth.
We've trimmed our posting way back. Instagram's algorithms changed, our reach has gone down so much that it's just, in terms of being a small team, there's only so much effort and hours we have in the day, so we're focusing more on getting great ads that we can convert and pushing those, rather than just doing tons of organic content.
Yeah, the organic side can be a great showcase for your brand to show people using your product, encourage people to like later on if they click on your ads. But the reach on Instagram has gone down a lot, and Facebook kind of wants you to pay always to get maximum exposure to your full audience.
Right, thank you.
I was just gonna ask, what was your return on investment like when you put like, oh, so much towards Facebook or Instagram, how much do you get back?
So our return on ad spend for Facebook, it averages out to about 3.5,
Okay.
which, around that.
Yeah.
You mentioned creating a mold for your product. First of all, did you go over the fees to create that mold, and what steps did you take to
Yeah, we went overseas to create the molds we're made over there. You can also get plastic molds for stuff done locally as well. The actual cost of the mold isn't too different in China versus here in production. It's just a simple plastic product, but since we do batteries and everything is done over there. So we worked with a 3D designer to make the files for the shape we want. We 3D printed it, made sure that we felt right, and we sent those files to the factory in China. They then make the mold and go from there to get samples sent back.
What insights can you share about working or trying to find the right manufacturer out in China? Like, I know you mentioned like sourcing from that specific list, but like any like pointed questions that you do or something to make sure that like you're gonna get good samples and you're not just gonna waste your time?
You are going to waste your time. It's like speed dating. It's like dating. How many Tinder dates do you have to go on before you meet someone you actually like? Right? Like a few. So you're going to need to go. You're going to need to go to the factories. So, but you can vet them out as best you can before that. So, downloading the app WeChat, which is like their preferred texting app, is like WhatsApp, and working with a factory that's responsive, that sends you samples, and samples are good quality. Then when you go to meet them, they'll host you. You'll have to spend at least 4 hours with them because they'll want to take you for lunch. Then if they really like you, they'll want to take you for drinks after and take you for karaoke and all that. So you need to have a bunch of time for it. But finding the right factory, if you're going to be using just one factory, it's really worth that investment. Because the more that you have a good relationship with your factory person, the more the more they're willing to do for you, and you're going to need a lot of favors. So.
Anyone else have any questions? We're out of time. Thanks everyone. Thanks Adrian.